It's always a special time when I get to cast R6 and then I realize that there's a character called Jaeger, and I didn't know that before I made my name, but you make, or rather, you sleep in the bed that you make, so it is what it is. And of course, the Kings of FPS have returned. Talk about me and G10,
That's
here
right.
to cast your games. So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. I hope it's going to be a good one. I mean, this is the grand finals. A lot of teams actually enter this, a lot more than we expected. The R6 is not the most strong scene right now, especially in not just our country, but in the entirety of Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
So little tournaments like this, or other big tournaments like this, they really do bolster the opportunities and you know, that passion for R6 as well. So I can't wait to see these guys get at it. Can you? Do you know the teams?
Yeah, I actually do. We have the top two teams going to be facing off today. Our superior team already kind of claiming the title here versus Orgless, which is kind of a, you know, it's a common team name in our country, but it's spelled OR6. So they got that dad joke game on point, which I am a fan of.
OR6less. So they are Rainbow Sixless. There you go.
Operation Rainbow Sixless.
You know, it's not bad. Sometimes it really is not bad. But we'll be jumping into the game very shortly, and so we do have the current map pools already put out. I don't think we've done the map banning yet, so you'll get to see that come under play. And this is a best of 3, so you'll get to see these guys actually duke it out for the duration of all 36 rounds, perhaps even more. Generally, when we have tournaments here locally, it does go overtime more often than not. We do have some teams that really do stand out so much more than the others, that they always seem to be able to beat the competition. I don't recognize any of the names on the current teams right now except for Lunch. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure exactly what to expect from this. But either way, I think it should be some good action-packed R6 for you guys. And I think you can expect a lot of frag videos to be made out of this as well.
Yeah, most definitely. R6 is one of the games that kind of lends itself to some very interesting, very hype moments, especially when it's in a big competition just like this. And speaking of big competition, these guys are going to be fighting for a pretty big prize pool, you know, in relation to Rainbow Six. We have a 17,000 peso prize pool with the champion getting 40,000 pesos. And that is just an astronomical amount for an R6 tournament in basically in this day and age when other FPS games have been dominating the scene.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you think about R6, you do get some pretty good numbers going out for you, but they're so few and far in between, and so that's why, like, this is really important to the R6 players that we do have. I think that they're very happy with these kind of tournaments. The only other tournament we've had, I think that the price was around $15,000, but that was like an international tournament as well. So you have to keep that in mind. Like, they seem to be able to get those numbers up there because, well, obviously Ubisoft, they give quite a lot to these teams, and they love to support the tournaments where they can. But here you go. We're heading into the banner pick now, and well, first things first, we've got Chalet knocked off the map there.
Yeah, definitely one of the maps that, even after some changes, is still kind of punishing if you're on the attacker side. A lot of spawn peekable angles there. Definitely something that a lot of teams don't want to deal with, especially with just like the 2 floors of it. Coastline will be our next ban though.
I mean, Coastline, it's a hard map. It's a hard map to play on, especially in our region. We like to supposedly our most popular maps are the likes of we do have Cafe, Clubhouse always gets played, and
Yep, there it is.
I would have thought Chalet would have been played today, honestly, but I mean, obviously we've already had that band coming through. Consulate doesn't really happen. That's definitely gonna be banned after this as well. So Clubhouse and perhaps Oregon coming up next. We do get a lot of Oregon games.
Yeah, and maybe as the decider we get back. I don't know. Bank is it is one of the what is it? Simpler, quote unquote simpler R6 maps. It's one of the ones that you're introduced to right off the bat as a new player. So a lot of players are very familiar with it, although competitively they might not be as confident, especially if they're, you know, if it's going to be the decider, if Bank is going to be the most important map in a best of 3, maybe just pick another one. So Villa is going to be the pick here for Orgless.
There's no way they ban Oregon next. Perhaps, you know, Theme Park. Theme Park's out of the roster, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not there. So,
okay, so yeah, I mean, Oregon, I feel like that should be the decider. It's one of the maps that I think both teams would be comfortable on. If that gets banned next, then things have changed quite a lot.
I mean, Siege as a whole, you know, as a live service game, it does get patches. Some operators get buffs, nerfs, and the maps do get changed quite a bit. But I'm certain almost that Oregon is still going to be one of the more favored maps for players, especially in our region. So yeah, Bank gonna get banned out. It's just going to be Villa. Oh wait, no, sorry, Villa's already there. Cafe and Oregon are the last 2 in our pool.
Yep.
And Oregon's probably going to go with a Cafe ban.
Yeah, I mean, you already said it. Oregon, always the more comfortable pick, and we should be seeing it right about now. I love how they're taking time on this ban. It's like, oh, gotta keep them guessing. You don't want them to, know our strats here.
It's not gonna happen though. They're definitely gonna ban Cafe. Also, interestingly to note,
it's Cafe.
Oh, it's Cafe.
Okay, that does throw a spanner in the works just a little bit. So there you go, Cafe. It is always a fun map, but it's always so. Like when you're basically on the attacking side and you make your way in, it's always going to be, oh, you're going to win if you're on any floor except for the top floor, or rather, you're going to win on any floor that isn't the middle floor. So yeah, basically, unless you're holding train, it does really work in the defense. And that top floor is so difficult to defend. The tree is so difficult to defend. Holding down in the kitchen, the pantry as well, that can be so difficult as well. So doesn't matter for now, because let's see if we even reach that far. Because basically we're going on to Clubhouse first. Clubhouse is a mainstay favorite of our region, and they're looking confident to get that out of the way first. It can go either way. It's the only map that I feel that we're going to have a couple of overtimes, because it's just a map everyone knows so well, right?
Yeah.
So seeing Clubhouse come out, I think that that makes sense. We might see a couple of Jaegers come into the play, a couple of Bandits. You do get, I mean, the Bandit pick always a good thing. Mute as well, always like to see that on the defending side.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Astra Arena Lenovo Legion and Intel Rainbow Six Siege Open. I had to check my little card here just to get the whole name out. But yeah, now we've gone through the map bans and picks. We're going to go through, I guess, the operator bans and picks as well. This is once again Team OR6less versus the superior team. For the grand finals, winner gets 40,000 pesos, runner-up gets 25,000 pesos. So pretty big prize pool. I hope you guys are excited to see the action on Clubhouse.
That's right. And speaking about picks and bans going into Clubhouse, okay, so you'd be thinking about what operators, sorry, would be the most viable, and which ones you want to keep in and which ones you want to take out. So you're looking at removing all of those potential buffers to each one of the hardened walls, right?
Yeah.
So you've got those, you got the hard breaches that you need to have in your team. You need to have ways to get through electric walls. So a Thatcher ban happens quite a lot in Clubhouse. I mean, it happens on every map. On the other side, Mirror as well. Mirror, a very good ban, because having a mirror, it's a huge defense on a lot of those floors, especially that top floor. Playing on gym with a mirror, it's the only way that you can really defend it well. It's the hardest site to hold. So when you got that mirror, it makes things so much easier. You take away that mirror, suddenly the job gets a lot harder. For the other two, sometimes you do get the ban on the Montaigne, Montaigne can be quite a pain to have when you've got that shield just running around, causing a nuisance, unable to get through that kind of defense. We've seen some teams with the Montaigne go all the way through because they just chose not to ban. So that can happen. Clash as well. Clash can be a big pain on Clubhouse. You got all these tight angles you have to work against. Well, let's see it on the screens right now. There's the first ban. Of course, it's a boy Thatcher, and
goodbye, Margaret.
Goodbye, goodbye, old chap. Goodbye, dear boy.
All right, Margaret Thatcher. I thought I was going for that British joke, you know.
You know, I mean that's why I pulled out the more posh accent for you, but it is what it is.
There you go.
So out next, who? Blackbeard, perhaps?
Nope.
It is going to be Flores. So I mean that makes sense. Flores can be quite a pain on Clubhouse. Having those exploding drones running around is a bit of a nuisance, and they're very difficult to track because there's a lot of clutter around these maps.
I wonder if they'll ban an Ashe. She's good, but I don't think she's banned here.
Well, we don't have any more bans for the attacking side, but we do have defending side bans. And let's see. First, it is going to be the Kaid. That means the Electro Claws no longer available. Those hatches, the really only way that you can defend them, or rather electrify them, is with Bandit. And so what that leaves you with, that mirror ban should be coming in, unless you get. I mean, it's a rare ban, but an Ella ban can be pulled out.
I don't think that's going to be an Ella ban. She's she's solid mid-tier.
Valkyrie.
Okay, Valkyrie.
Fair enough. Yeah, get rid of the black eyes, get rid of all that information that you get all around the map. So yeah, that's a very current pick and ban. So here you go. Starting on the attacking side, it will be Superior, and defending, it will be Or6less.
Of course, we see the Bandit, the Mozzie, the Jaeger. These are just staples of defense, and they have been for a while. Wamai, Legion, so many solid options here for the defense. While for the attacks, we have Iana, Zofia, Maverick, Thermite, and Ashe. Yeah, these are all okay.
No
so,
way.
Yeah, the Mira.
No way. Is he switching to a sledge right now? Okay, so, I mean, just looking at this defense set up from Auglis, right, you got two ways to stop that utility coming in. You got information denial with the Mozzie. You've got Bandit to stop the progress into some of these hard breaches. And you've got the Mirror for extra information as well. On the other side, you've got Iana, Iana can just run straight in, get the information. And you also have Sledge. Now, Sledge, interesting choice. We don't see him that often, but as a soft breacher, does such a good job, so fast as well as the fact that Sledge has had a bit of a buff, so that makes things a bit easier. Lavar as well on the Maverick. That's another soft breacher that can open up those walls and create some lines of sight. Then you've got that Thermite. Thermite, I love him as the hard breach. He's got a great gun, he's got some great utility as well, and of course the Ashe, you need to have her all the time. Really good to soft breach from a distance, and I mean, one of the best weapons in the game. Actually electrified that mirror wall as well. So this is going to be an interesting approach. I actually didn't see where we're starting off with this bomb right now.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but looks like so far the attackers, they're being very cautious as is kind of usual. They're not immediately
okay, let's start on the basement. Okay, so down in the arsenal, that is actually one of the more even sites to protect. So of course there are a couple of hatches that go down. You got a couple of entry points, including oil right there, which is why Vanguard is holding from this position. He's just seen that door swing open. I'm loving this speed coming in from Superior team because they're not messing about. Immediately destroying all the cameras outside and moving into the building. Lavar's already made his way onto those stairs as well. And Iana just trying to clear this first floor, make sure no one's lurking about. But Skits has actually just found Vanguard.
Yep, Vanguard goes down, and Superior team, they have found the bomb. It's now going to be up to the rest of Auglis. Oh, actually, it's the Mirror. It goes down already. Here we go. Thermite going to, well, use his Thermite reach charge. Take down that hatch. Might not drop down. He's definitely just going to look for an angle here. Robust is there. And this is the part of R6 that really just impresses me. Just looking down those tiny, tiny angles, then clicking as soon as you see somebody move. Although it's getting a little bit tight for Auglis right now. So far,
honestly, I'm just glad that they got rid of the death holes, because those were such a pain to have to deal with. Especially here, you got a couple of soft walls left that you have to pass by. You would pre-fire those generally as you cross them by, but well, another exchange on the stairs, as it will be Lavar getting taken down, bring it back into the 3 versus 3. And so a little bit more aggression coming in from this defense, or Sixless or Auglis. They have been pushing up and down, trying to make that space back, but still trying to play as passive as possible. But nice kill there coming in from Vooz. There, of course, the Jaeger. Hello, that is me. Yes. Making the space necessary.
Yeah, speaking of space, there is not a lot of space for Superior team to actually maneuver here. They're both just kind of pigeonholed up there in the room above the site. Or sorry, no, RXY has actually rotated down into the basement right now. He has been spotted though, and they know where he is. But they're fighting a little bit of difficulty to take him. Now he does go down finally, but now it's a 1v2. Tito, Vic, and Joey versus, well, it's a 1v1, sorry. It's him versus Lunch, and Lunch takes him out for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, he had to get that diffuser down either way, so good use of the time there. It's amazing how they can actually run down the clock when you got 3 minutes to do all this work.
Time management.
Yep, time. It is the 6th enemy when you're on that attacking side. So Auglis, they'll be taking that first round. And so here, the switch up, Aruni coming out. Aruni, a great hold for Jim. That second floor, as we said at the very start there, such a difficult site to hold. So Lunch is going to be switching out again. Is he going to use Legion here? I don't see it. Malusi with those Banshee plants as well. Aruni, a great way to stop the pushes in. There's the mirror again. That's exactly why you want that mirror there. The ADS is on the top floor, and then you got the Warden to avoid all those flashes that may be coming in from the Thermite. And then you've got basically the same pick coming in from Superior. So watch this defense. He put this wall inside the bathroom, one on this north wall as well. And that is facing towards just the top of Cash. So, yeah, that defense as well inside of the actual gym. It's normally played loosely from inside the bedroom. You open up the bottom of the floor there, or even just a little peek in. Here it is, just putting that defense up inside of Cash, and you want that full floor control. There's Mira opening up that wall. And yeah, I mean, these preparation phases always very well utilized. Aruni, I'm not sure exactly where she puts her laser walls, her entrance deniers. They have been very, very useful. Okay, going for the bulletproof camera. Nice to have that extra information.
Of course, yep. Deploying ADS. It's funny because we were talking about how ADS means something else. Okay, good spawn, big spawn. Oh! Get absolutely railed. Unfortunately, God Mode he revealed himself right there, leaving him open for a kill from, was it the Iana? I don't want to try to pronounce that name right now, but yeah, the Iana was able to get that kill. Even though he was just peeking from under the slats of the door frame. Unfortunately, that does mean that Superior team, they can have some extra time here to try to clear out all the utility. I'm not sure if they found the bomb site, but seeing how well the second floor is defended, I'm sure they have a clue at the very least. But yeah, pings are coming out. Fairly certain they have a lot of information now.
He's actually using a hard breach to get through that soft wall, and just trying to pre-fire through. There's Vooz, but Maverick just sitting under the lip of the garage, so gonna keep himself safe. Robust just took way too much damage there. There's the Malusi having to run all the way back after peeking in through dirt, hoping to perhaps find something outside. Not gonna be the case. Instead, having to make her way back into blue and perhaps reuniting with her teammates. We're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, and the diffuser has yet to be planted. Vooz trying to play around CCTV. But right now, they haven't really pushed into the building. They're actually taking their time. I do like how Superior are very careful.
Gemini.
That was, yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you have her there. And it looked like someone was just jumping in. That's where you can see it. Oh! Yeah, no, just trying to pre-fire around that corner.
If that Iana didn't actually just full prone right there, I think she would have gotten it. But okay, there is Lunch going down as well to Skits. Well played there, and now Skits has a really good position here on the on one of the bombs. The diffuser is going to go down. RXY is the one who plants it, but Skits loses the gunfight to Vooz, who gets immediately traded out. T2V and Joey take him out, and Robust, well, he is the most robust one, lasting the longest, but not long enough. Just sprinting up those stairs into the crosshairs of this one player. So that's going to be 1-1.
Yep. I mean, again, that top floor, so difficult to defend. And so they're actually going to try and go for it again. Because to be fair, if you win the gym hold, generally it means you're going to have a great defender side. So they're going to try for it again. They've got the same lineup here. Lunch keeps going for those fake picks and always picks up that 6th pick. This time, sitting on the Vigil. Nope, not going to happen. Mirror again. And, of course, the Warden one more time. Perhaps he doesn't get picked off at the very start of the round. That would be best for them. Like, with Warden, yeah, you can go for a good lurk. Honestly, I'm surprised we're not seeing a Jackal coming out. You'll have to see a Jackal when you're doing anything on Clubhouse. Always good to have that extra information, but not going to be the case. Not for now. And we're going to have basically the same defenses getting set up here by Orgless as well. And Superior, they may be expecting it to be the same side. Generally the case when you fail a defense. And then after 2 losses, that's when you go, you know what, let's just try for a different side. That can be the case. So here, 20 seconds left on the clock. They're getting the information. The drones running around down at the bottom. They can see Mavericks, Lavar, just clearing out that first floor in case someone is going for that cheeky lurk that they were in the last round.
10 seconds to go.
All right, yeah. I love seeing the site prep phase. You see that low mirror wall, that vaultable mirror wall. It's not something that you really see, you know, in ordinary Siege. It's really a competitive Siege kind of thing because it is very risky. You can easily get throwables lobbed at you, and if you stand up, you're basically committing to that fight. Unlike with the side mirror walls, you can just dip back into cover, dip into the firefight back. But that is a level of commitment that I think Orgless is ready to really do. Now, though, it's still information gathering for Superior team.
Well, I mean, that's what you love to see, right? That good drone economy, always important. So on the side of Superior, they still have plenty of utility left. You've still got a couple of smokes. You've got 6 nades. And you've got 2 flashes available for them. And on the other side, well, you've only got the 1 nitro cell. And you got 1 wall already down. So everything else, it's all bulletproof cameras, which have become a little bit more of a staple on the defending side in Siege in general. And, impact nade directly beneath, but I think it just misses the mark there.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think she should have been able to get an angle on it if that impact nade exploded just a little bit further in front. Now, Superior team, they are fully, or at least a lot of them are fully inside the building. Okay, yeah. There is Vooz going down.
That's a bit ironic, considering that is a Jaeger. Where are your ADSs? What are they
where's
doing?
the ADS?
Skits has just found Vanguard as well. They've just lost their
Died to a nade.
their Amari, so not good. Amari, Aruni, my bad. But yeah, Sledge on the roof, opening up a wall into CCTV. Lunch is checking outside in case anyone's thinking about pushing on through.
Yeah, tough situation already for Orgless. They basically have very little freedom to really move around. And as I say that, T2V and Joey finds a headshot onto God mode. Not so godlike now. And look at this. It's Lunch who's getting cornered here at Pigeonhole. Yeah, it's Kids who takes him out finally. Robust tries to go for something, but he will get taken out by RXY. Let's see that final kill. And there it is. He tries to go through his little laser wall thingy. Unfortunately, Skits was already waiting. Ready and waiting. 2-1 Superior.
Okay, well, I mean, this seems to be working out pretty well for Superior right now. So there you have it. Is that an actual Hibana pick?
It is.
Okay.
Interesting.
Go for the go for. I mean, I think Thermite's been having a bit of trouble getting up close, trying to hard breach, so jumping onto the Hibana instead, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And on the other side,
flexible hard breachers.
and now look, they've switched back over to the double utility denial, and they're actually defending Church and Arsenal yet again. So they're just trying to get what rounds they can here on their defending side before they switch over to their attacking. But the fact that they went for Gym and Bedroom twice in a row, it's I mean, Black and Blue, he would not approve. He's always said how much disdain he's had for that site, and here again, it's just proved itself. So, closing up the hatches, there's Wamai making his runs, and they've secured this first floor, making sure that any utility that's coming in won't be such a big problem. And the mirror this time as well, just make things even more difficult for the attacking side.
Yeah, that picking up Jaeger plus Wamai here, that was what won the first round, or at least this comp with the Mozzie and the Bandit and everything. But they really have not been having success with the other composition. This might be what they need. But right now, Superior Team, they're a little bit quick on the uptake here. They are just trying to get as much information as they can. You see Skits already inside the garage. He's looking to go somewhere else. Yeah, Andrew denial devices being laid down here. All right, little bit of a tense situation. You hear a lot of gunfire, but really it's just breaking walls.
Oh, Nitro Cell.
Nitro Cell kill. You love to see it.
I mean, yeah, they know exactly what they're doing with the utility when they're playing on the basement here, but anywhere else it just seems to be such a struggle. Skits is kind of stuck on these stairs here, and Rixie going to try and push in towards dirt. That is exactly what the Xeros is for. Foos, I mean, they've got all this information to work with. You don't see them checking their cameras too much. I want to see a couple more uses of those drones just to clear out these corners and try and get some more information. They still have a couple of drones left. They got one hard breach charge, and of course everything left on the Hibana, and they've still got 6 grenades. One of their claymores is sat down somewhere, so that does discourage August from pushing.
Ooh.
Great flick there. Lavar has just been shut down, and well, Vic, who was already knocked down, also gets Nitro Celled out of the game and into the 2 versus 5. And so far, this has been a flawless round from August. This defense has looked brilliant compared to what we saw on the second floor.
Yeah, Skits on this Ashe. You know, Ashe is an entry fragger. You want to see her making use of that 3-speed in order to get some early picks, but so far we really haven't been seeing that. Double flash is coming in here, but now Robust is he's getting hunted down here by the Ashe right above him. However, Skits is just not finding the angle, but he does find the angle onto Lunch's head. Great tap right there, but it's still a 2v4. Superior Team, they have to... Okay, now it's a 1v4 with the diffuser being dropped right there. Skits has to find everything right here, but he will get taken out finally. But he didn't find quite a lot. He found like 3 kills for himself, but unfortunately it was Orglis with a superior defense, and we're even once again.
Definitely seems to be the case, and I mean, we expect it to be back and forths. But we have 2 rounds left for this half before we switch over sides. And we've got an Ella and the Oryx.
Oh, I
Have you actually locked it in?
Oryx.
Robust,
Please.
looking to get aggressive.
I mean, if you're going to name yourself
there you go.
Robust, oh.
There you go. I didn't expect it. Oh, a clash pick,
though.
though. Okay. Things are going to get very annoying as the clash can be such a nuisance, especially on those stairs. And you've also got the Ella as well, so a couple of concussion mines all over the place can make things very annoying. Do you have, well, this is going to be with the shotgun. Just want to go for the SMG. But fair enough for your mute.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need the SMG if you're going to play a close angle, you know, and Mute, he does. There are some angles, some doorways and windows that you can play really close to, get a lot of utility out of that shotgun, especially if he's just going to anchor in the site itself. So I want to see how this does play out. That clash is going to be something for Superior Team to absolutely prioritize.
That is my favorite site to defend on. Defending cache and CCTV, it's always so much fun to watch, watching those fights going from inside when you finally get through all those garage walls, when you open up that second floor and when you push in from the main garage as well, just on top of oil with all those motorcycles. When you're pushing in from there on that catwalk, it makes for so many fun fights. And so already Maverick trying to open up a couple of holes here. In goes a flash. Where are those ADSs set? That's gonna be. Oh, I thought you actually missed the cooked nade there. That would have been a bit annoying.
That would have been very unfortunate.
They're already straight in. What happened to the mute? What happened to all that utility they
Yeah.
had? Where are the ADSs to stop that from going in? There's so many ways you could have defended that.
I don't know, man. It's not like they shot out the ADSs. They just weren't there, I guess. Therefore, I wonder where the heck they did put him in. But so far, no kills as of yet. Although RXY is trying his best. A lot of pre-firing going on. Tito Vic and Joey sneaking at the bottom of the map. On the first floor is where he's at right now. Vanguard, though, will be spotted out.
Oh. Vanguard.
Right. So
patience.
he has to check this corner,
Oh,
and he
timing!
does! The unfortunate throw of the nade by Tito Vic and Joey. Vanguard pushes at the right time, and he catches RXY as well. That's the diffuser being dropped right there on the windowsill. This is going to be a tough round for Superior Team to come back from, as LeVar goes down as well. And there's the knife kill onto the Yining 6. And it's just skits once again.
Yeah. So it looks like they've gone for a bit of a strat here, August, because they perhaps they weren't feeling confident on gym and bedroom, but they seem to be very confident when it comes to holding cash, when it comes to holding that first floor. So they've obviously tried to go for 2 rounds on that so they could reset the basement there. And now for these last 2 rounds, we get to see this second floor and that bottom floor as well. And yeah, there it is. There's the clash. And there's the Vanguard pushing with him as well. And that's going to be another round for Auglis. So well played there.
Yeah, 2 rounds in a row for Auglis. Just that clash, man, that is incredibly annoying to deal with. Like, you know how annoying Montaigne is on attack? That is...
Yeah, just imagine that, but on defense.
On defense. Oh. Alright, so Jaeger, Castle, Aruna. Okay, Castle I think is going to be pretty big here. Just
Castle
having
and Aruni, so
yeah,
they are trying to
big
shut down
walls.
all of those entryways. Bandit as well. No mirror. Yeah, switch that out. You're defending the top floor without mirror. You're just asking for too much. So, and this lineup as well. This worked out like perfectly for Team Superior, and they're going to try to do that again. So the adjustments here coming in from Auglis just to stop this defense. They've been having so much emphasis on taking full control of this entire floor, and they want to take advantage of all of it, of having all that map control. The problem is they've been losing their aim duels more often than not when it comes to this floor. So perhaps try and set up some crossfires, tighten that defense instead of spreading it out so thin. And perhaps you can win a couple of fights based on those numbers instead of playing so loosely and playing so far away from each other. And I mean, you've got all of these ways to stop the entries. So close out every door and window that you can. Hard defend each wall as well. And then put yourselves in those crossfires. Put yourself behind those walls where you can capitalize on that mirror vision as well.
Mirror really is a need in this map, and really most maps you can't go wrong with a mirror. And if you guys are wondering why we're not seeing an Osa for like kind of the same role, it's because Osa is not allowed in this tournament at the moment. But at this point, Superior Team, they kind of know. And Auriglis, as you said, this time they're kind of tightening their defense a little bit. They're not roaming around as much as they used to. You see most of them are on that top floor, except for Vanguard. Vanguard trying to stalk through the basement to the first floor here.
Located a bomb.
They finally found the bomb. How is the entry going to go, though, is the question.
Well, they still have a good amount of utility left to work with. Plenty of nades. And looks to be 2 smokes. So, Lavar, he's actually spotted a couple of
Great drone
C's under that table.
Yeah, speaking of Lavar, he's looking for that angle as well. Minute 35 on the clock, and Orglis seems to have they seem to have it on lock with the very solid walls around the site. Superior team, they have to really commit to some of these plays. And speaking of commit, there is Skits going down, but immediately traded with a nade. That's a 1-for-1 so far. Ella is down for the defense. But I guess that's the Ash's role, though. You know, as an entry fragger, you either entry or you frag. Sometimes you entry without the frag.
Oh, don't peek that.
Don't peek that. Please don't.
Just wait for them. Honestly, you don't have to push that. You can see he's pinged right on him.
Oh god, this is...
Look at Lavar here as well. He's found an angle into the site.
so cheeky.
I'm not sure how.
He
Oh,
had to
he
jump off
jumps
of it.
past the window.
Vu still gets taken down, though. That's the Mira gun. And now RXY knows that there is there's some lasers there. He will be able to take him out. Yenixis is going to get a headshot through the stun, through the concussion. It gets another kill. Sorry, that's RXY who finds it, but Lunch will get a Nitro Cell kill. Lavar finishes it off, though. And Jaeger, we are just even at the half.
We are, but this does favor Orglis a little bit because they've done a really good job on their defense. Now they're on the attacking side where, again, you've got that second floor that can be so difficult to protect. And Superior, they're going to have to match those numbers. You've got a Thunderbird pick. Nope. That's the mute. Capcan as well. Alibi, Castle, and Bandit. In Church and Arsenal room, that's a fair lineup. Having Castle's a bit interesting in Arsenal. Yeah, switch out the Capcan because it's not like you can't cover those walls already. Oryx secured, so fair enough. And the Zofia pick on the other side. Orglis have more of a pre-meta, so you'll be seeing that come into play here as well, as they'll be setting up their defense on that bottom floor. Having that Oryx for Lavar, I think it's going to be very interesting.
I love it, honestly, because Oryx, such mobility on a character is, it's kind of, what's the word? Unknown or like uncommon in Siege, right? Being able to climb up from basically any hatch, being able to rush down your opponents. It's such an electrifying kind of playstyle, but you have to be incredibly calculated with the way that you actually use your mobility. And if Orglis, if they are wise to his tricks, they can kind of negate that, but they have to be on point with the communication. You see Lavar already kind of roaming around everywhere, looking for something, looking to start anything. But Orglis, okay, there is a little bit of damage being taken by Lunch, but he was able to sprint through it. Oh, he finds it! The headshot onto RXY. Lunch, he was just trying to break that wall, I think. Or did they actually have vision of him? I'm not sure, but that was an amazing wall bang.
I mean, what great crosshair placement. And Yisnix is peeking into that little hole he's been at the bottom of the wall there, so perhaps someone gets a little toesies shot off. And Lunch still getting the information. I love to see it. Still getting info late into the round. You're at 1 minute and 40 seconds. A spray down, and Vic is going to get taken down there. Great spray there by Bano. But we're down to the 3 versus 5 already, and Team Orglis, you know what? They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, already getting 2 kills, and they're basically setting up for a flawless side take here. That should be, yep, a nitro kill. Yeah, and is pretty good with that. Oh wait, sorry, that was the other the other player on Orglis that I was talking about, who got a bunch of nitro kills in the last half. Now 4v3, definitely still doable for Superior Team. But Lavar, I think he's got to go big here if they wanna have a chance. Use that mobility, and Robust from the side gets shot down. Oh, sorry, shoots down Yizinix and finds another kill out this kids before he gets traded off by Lavar.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Speaking of Lavar, it is just him. He's in 1v3, and from behind, Vanguard really being a vanguard of the attack here. Orglis lead by 1.
Already off to a really good start here, and that is one of the sites that they had such a good time defending. The only real sites they've lost on were that second floor and gym. So now, unfortunately, Superior Team have to defend second floor and gym as well, and based on how history has gone for Orglis, that's not going to be an easy task. So let's see if Superior Team can do anything different to defend that top floor properly. They got the Mute, they got the Bandit, got the Mirror, the Castle, and the Jaeger. I mean, this lineup pretty good. You can stop some entries in with that Castle. You got the Mute to stop not only the drones, but some of those hard breaches as well. You've got the Jaeger to stop that utility being destroyed, and of course you've got the Bandit shock wires, which will also stop the entries as well as the Mute, and of course Mirror for the extra vision. So it's a good setup. On the other side, Orglis, they've got the Maverick, they've got the Sledge, they've got Yana, the Thermite, and Zofia. This is a lineup that we see come in quite a lot for both of these teams, specifically on Clubhouse. And so, if it's not broken, don't need to fix it. Having that Sledge does make things a little bit different, because we have seen the Ashe coming out more often than not. This time around, they want to go for the faster soft breach, open up a couple more walls, and open up lines of sight. So they're not really having to look over their shoulders too much, so they can see the entire map just after Superior have taken all this map control as well. So smart choices coming in from Orglis. Let's see if they work out against Superior. I like their setup, but again, that site is just so difficult to defend.
Yeah, it's not a fun time for the defenders when you roll that side, but I mean, you have to be on point on the attack as well, as Robust just takes a bunch of damage. You don't want to see that when you're Maverick. You want to be able to use that torch and, you know, not die at the beginning of the round. So hopefully he's a little bit more careful. Because now it looks like, yep, Cruz is just going to slam that down, and there is a kill onto Yanez. God Mode was already up on that angle. Well done, well played, and Vanguard finds Tito Vic and Joey once again. Iana just being very mobile, very aggressive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he thought it was a Gemini, maybe. He just got shot down.
You can see how well Orglis have adjusted here as well. They knew that Castle was going to come out. They saw the Castle in the first round. They didn't see Naruni, so close themselves. Pick up the Sledge. We can make our way straight through that Rhino skin immediately. No problem. Skits. Oh! Doesn't spot him between the exhaust there. I know, the chairs. Little plastic chairs.
I mean, to be fair, that is a very hard angle to spot somebody. There is a very tiny window where you can actually see them. He pays the price for it, and Lavar!
Late response. That was a very late reaction. Very uncommon, and Rixie sprayed from the side, and I mean, they're asking for too much. A 1 versus 5 with all this defiant, it's going to be a nade that shuts down Rixie. And Orglis, they're looking good on this attacking side. 2 rounds in a row now, and they've already taken them on one of the strongest sites. Superior Team now, they have to stop them from going into match point.
Yeah, this is a race to 7, ladies and gents. So Orglis, they only need 2 more rounds, and with how strong their attacker side has been, I think Superior Team, they have to kind of change their strategy up a little bit. Mozzie, Mute, Melusi, Thunderbird, and Bandit are the picks here. Surprisingly, no Jaeger, but I mean, there is a Bandit.
That is
and a
weird.
Mozzie.
You're correct. That's
Yeah.
really weird.
That is
no
weird.
me. Okay.
Jaeger is 100% pick so far until this round, I believe, for the defense.
Oh, the Thunderbird is actually it's
Attackers need to
stuck
locate
in.
and
That's nice to
defuse the
see.
bomb.
Just like the Jaeger's 100% pick rate in my heart.
Always nice to cast with UG10.
Love
just
you,
the
buddy.
just the classics. No.
Yes, but yeah, Orglis 5-3 right now. Superior team looking for I don't know, a Jaegerless comp, something a little bit more, I guess, unpredictable, because it's still a very solid defense. You have that Bandit, you have
There it is. You love it. Thunderbird's little
Yes.
dispensary of medicine. It's
little
like a
drug,
speakeasy.
I was gonna say like a drug dispensing robot.
That's the future. It's like, oh, I'm lit. Just run past it. I'm
Give me
good.
give me some meds. Mini doc.
Mini doctor. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you can get rezzed by it too, right?
Well, if you crawl up to it, I'm
Yeah.
not actually entirely sure. I've not seen it in action yet. So perhaps we'll have it proven here. If we see someone get knocked down and they don't crawl towards it, then no, it doesn't
Yeah.
pick you up.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, if you get knocked down as a defender, it's very little chance that you are actually going to get out of that situation, because when you're knocked, the attacker, they are going to push relentlessly. But now Skids just tossing that C4, trying to get a Hail Mary kill here. He may have seen Robust, I think, but was not able to aim it well enough. Here we go. Oh, God mode. Going to go for the breach charge, and he's going to run immediately into the Roni from Unix.
Understand. So aggressive, so needlessly aggressive. You have to be careful. You've got 2 minutes left. There was literally no reason to rush there.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade though. RXY, I guess, won't be rezzed by their own drug bot, fortunately. But yeah, there was no reason for Godmode to go so aggressive there. Right now, the Orglis, they have gotten lunch killed by, once again, a little bit of needless aggression there. So the diffuser has been dropped, and Orglis, they have to fight for position here. Oh, what was that?
Whoa.
The X6 just flicked and tapped the head. Tito Vic and Joey find a headshot onto Vanguard, and Lavar finishes the round off. And Superior team, that was a very superior round for them.
He just goes for a random shot in the dark there. You often see them do it, like they just flick towards the window, go for a shot, and then back away, but that was just too perfect.
Yeah.
That was brilliant there. So
In any other game, in any other FPS, people will be calling sus.
the battle line not working. Here you go. Maestro and Aruni, Wamai, Mute, and Castle. Maestro can be such a pain. Those evil eyes always looking out to do a bit of damage. And you've got on the other side the quintessential pick. And they can actually switch out the Maestro for the Clash. Again, another annoying operator to play against.
Yeah, you saw the Clash being used to great effect in the first half. In the hands of Orglis, it was entertaining to see the Ash just trying to run away and getting zapped constantly, getting slowed. And, oh man, that Clash. I do believe that Clash is really, really strong in a coordinated setting, where you can depend on your teammates when you say, "Oh, hey, I got somebody over here. I'm electrocuting them." Somebody immediately runs over to assist you in getting the takedown. But it's just in I guess ranked and comp when you're solo queuing, Clash is just a little bit more than a nuisance, really. But here I think
the defenses being set up by Superior, they've actually completely covered the second floor, even though the that bomber is basically on the first floor. They're trying to defend from the top down, because that's generally how teams work, right? They get to the very top, and then they try and clear out the top, and then they work their way down until they find that bomb and then take control. That's how you make sure there's no one going to flank you from above. So yeah, I mean, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be. There's a lot of attention to detail that has to be paid here. So Maverick opening up the door towards that second floor, as the defense is set up inside the bathroom, so a lot to clear there on the way to that first floor.
Yeah, quite a lot there. All right, Vanguard. I thought he was going for another one of those random headshots that we've seen so far, but all right. So the top floor has been opened up. God mode finds Yanni, or Yexnisi. I'm just gonna call them Yanni at this point. Yannis, because the X, can be substituted for, like, basically any vowel. And Godmo finds another kill on the Skits as well. Good headshot there. And LeVar goes down, will get taken out as well. Vooz just boozing up here. And RXY, there's the clash. There's the annoyance that Superior Team is. But at this point, with just the mute and the clash, it's not looking good for Superior Team. Orglis, they have the site. They're trying to lock it down. Tito, Vic, and Joey on the stairs right now. He is just patiently waiting. Oh, but yeah, it's RXY goes down, and Tito, Vic, and Joey just lurking there, making no sound whatsoever, looking for somebody to try to get into the sights, and he will get absolutely peeked, shot down by Vooz.
This flick.
Flawless round by Orglis.
Look at this. Swing straight to his head. Well played there by Vooz. Vooz has been very consistent today on both sides, on the attacking and defending side. So now match point for Orglis, and Superior, they need to get 2 rounds in a row to try and bring this into overtime.
It's not like it's impossible. It's just Orglis, they're very solid on the offense right now. Oh, I thought he was actually going to go for the other operator, but Lion is not an operator we see very frequently.
I mean, on Clubhouse, I think Lion's a very interesting pick. We actually are getting a 6th pick. They've all been locked in, so what could potentially be the last round, they've gone for that Lion pick. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, Lion's elite skin is what's it called? It's a reference to Leon from the Resident Evil series. I just learned that this morning, and I thought it was pretty cool. I hope you guys find this information cool as well.
I love that a lot of the these operators like to wear jeans on the battlefield. I mean, a lot of them.
What's more tactical than denim?
True. It's a great material. It lasts much longer than most clothes, and even when it doesn't last long, they still look good.
Exactly. Case in point, Jaeger's jeans right now, they are ripped, but they do look good on him.
And I bought them like this. I didn't tear them myself, interestingly enough.
Not legit. Not genuinely ripped jeans.
You know, when I bought these trousers, my dad goes, "Why did you pay for those?" And I was like, "What do you mean? They look good." He goes, "You paid for some messed up trousers. What's wrong with you?" I could have just bought you some regular trousers and messed them up for you. Speaking of messing them up, this door's being messed up. Let's see if Tito Vic can perhaps find something through the other side of it.
Nothing so far. The trio of singers here is going to get taken out. Immediate peek by Vooz, immediate headshot.
He has some deadly peeks, eh?
Yeah, he will get a deadly peek himself. Yan is just going to find the head, and that is the there's a very aggressive side take right here. Lunch finds Yannis as well, and God mode takes out RXY's head. It's just LeVar and Skits now to try to fend off Orglis, to try to extend this map a little bit, but it's a 2v4. And Orglis, they have everything going for them right now. They have a lot of utility left still. found the bomb. They've got a lot of information. They got drones up the wazoo. LeVar and Skits. How are they going to hold this? You see there's just two of them. Vanguard, he almost gets taken out. But Skits does find two. He finds one with the SMG, another with a shotty. It brings it down to a 2v2. This may be the hero moment that Superior Team has been kind of waiting for.
Well, things started to slow down. Skits? Did he spot? I mean, he definitely heard it. He definitely heard it.
And he spots it. He misses though.
Across.
And now he's trying to make some more holes in the floor, trying to spot them out. There's a nade, and it does. It finds Lunch. Sorry, and Robust goes out to the SMG-11.
Close round, but there was only 5 seconds left. And a little call there from Tito Vic. Optimum Pride. Why? Why?
Yes. I mean, if you won that 2v4, you would have the optimum amount of pride in that play. I'd say.
Oh dear. You heard the Japanese version of that. I thought it was really funny.
There's a Japanese version?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm going to have to look that up when we go on break.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, here we go. Going for some similar picks. The Thunderbird comes in. There's the Capcan and the defending Church and Arsenal Room, which they did lose earlier to Auglis. So let's see if they can perhaps correct their wrongs from an earlier round.
Yeah, finally getting some booby trap action here. I think Superior Team, they kind of know that when they've been picked off a little bit, when Orclus has that advantage, they need some way to slow down the entries. And Capcan may be that way, although in a coordinated team, and once you know that there is a Capcan on the field, you're gonna be looking at you know, at the chest level, at floor level for those lasers. But that may be enough for Superior Team to distract whoever is entering from Orgulus to actually win that fight.
That is very true. And another thing I've noticed is Team Orgulus, if Vooz goes down, they have a very, very difficult time adjusting after that fact. So Vooz needs to stay alive as much as possible, otherwise it makes things so much more difficult for the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, that skeleton key, I mean, it really does live up to its name in Rainbow Six Siege. It basically is the easiest soft breach tool to use. And when there's so many doors like this, and there's so many places that you need to check, especially with a Capcan, that skeleton key is going to come in big. Yeah, speaking of, see, he's already taking down walls and pre-firing places. Pre-firing angles, sorry. FPS terms.
Pre-firing places, as it should be. Well, Vooz switching over to the Master Keys, about to start opening some things up. You hear the shots ringing off at the distance. Rixie sitting on the stairs, so is Skits. That Legion. This is a lot of placements, right? You got all these Capcan traps. You got the goo mines as well. Just so many reasons to be annoyed here.
Oh, one of those reasons is Boo's almost going down. Vanguard though finds Yanis, and Superior Team, they are dug in. They have their heels very firmly.
Ooh,
in this
looks like a nitro cell. I've just found God mode. As Lunch starts to push his way through dirt, looking to get picked up here. God mode as Vanguard trying to spray, and Voo's gonna find Skits despite being low on HP. Good job there. And now in the 2 versus 5, Lunch is getting the diffuser put down as God mode just sprays off in the distance. And well, actually knocking down yet again. Out goes Robust. Tito Vic, he's going to get shut down as well. And here's LeVar now in the 1 versus 3. This Capcan hasn't stopped any of these entries. Has done a bit of work, a bit of damage. But now this is a very difficult... doesn't even matter. God mode, Bano. He's going to be fighting LeVar. And that is going to be the first game going in favor of Orglis. And this was on Clubhouse, right? We always expected it was going to be a close game. but
all the way.
not that close. 7-5. It doesn't come much closer than that, except for perhaps in
Overtime.
overtime.
Yeah, but unfortunately, no overtime here. It was the most likely map to get it, and it was the closest. This was Superior Team's pick, so them losing on this map does not inspire a lot of confidence, you know, especially since the next one is going to be where Orglis is presumably a lot more comfortable. We may be looking at a 2-0 here, but it's a little bit too early to tell.
Yeah, I mean, we saw exactly how the game was supposed to go, right? Playing on the second floor and on Gym, it's a very, very difficult map to defend. And I think Orglis, they just did a much better job when it came to the defending side. The fact that they managed to protect on 3 rounds there, because I would say that Clubhouse is an attacker-sided map. So more often than not, you are going to be getting more rounds on your attacking sides. The fact that they managed to keep it 3-3 in that very first half, that's where I already saw things going the way of Orglis. But still, it could have gone either way. That was very close to a 6-6, which would have led us into overtime. So who knows what would have happened there. But, well, that's old news now, because we're going into Villa next. That is going to be our next map.
Yep, that was just the way the cookie crumbled for game number 1. Game number 2, Villa, completely different slate, different play style, of course. A lot of the same top-tier operators are going to be picked here, but I'm fairly certain that we're going to see something a little bit more interesting or a lot less predictable on the side of Superior Team, because they basically have to be. They have to surprise Orglis here in order to get the advantage. You know, it's a whole art of war thing. You know, you have to, in order to confuse your enemies, you must confuse yourself or something.
Yeah, just, all right, guys, just go ham. You know, do your thing. Yeah, I mean, in Villa, it's a very difficult map as well. There's just so many positions. I mean, actually, I feel like you can defend a little bit better on Villa, and we've already seen that Orglis have had a good job on that defending side as well. So heading into Villa now, it makes things even scarier for Superior, because Superior, they're gonna be jumping into this map. They know they've just lost a map where, you know, they should have felt a little bit more confident. They struggled a little bit. Now they're going on to the map where, I mean, this could have been their second pick. Who knows? This could have been their second map that they felt confident on, but the chance they're bouncing back is very difficult. I would love to see that third map come through, but as it stands, Orglis, they're looking really, really good.
Yeah, which begs the question, why don't they have an org?
That is a good question. I mean, right now, as we understand, we're still at the very ending of the pandemic, and so
here's hoping.
perhaps they have the opportunity, but again, R6 needs a little bit more support. That's why we have a big thank you to Lenovo Legion and to ESGS for supporting this tournament and for making R6 tournaments possible as well. So thank you so much to you guys for making this possible. I'm sure the players are happy as well. We don't have many of the teams, and they definitely deserve the support that they do get. Few and far in between. We know who's been working super hard to try and grow the scene as much as possible. Black and Blue, what's up? And I mean, all the teams as well that are still trying to compete in the international scene, the invitationals and everything else. You guys are doing a really good job. I'm proud of you guys for not giving up on the game. I think there's still plenty in store for our 6 right now as well, so you would love to see it. But here we are heading into the second game now, and well, it's going to be the operator pick and ban Otto Octavius. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if you guys saw the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh yeah, that was pretty lit.
It looks really good. You know what? There are so many edits already of people just making fun of it, like smashing into the wall and saying, "You're not Peter," and then like it's like, "You're Willem Dafoe," or "You're Tobey Maguire," "You're Andrew Garfield."
You saw the one with Andrew Garfield. Doing the, you know, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he fails to save Gwen Stacy, and then when MJ is falling off the building, someone edited Andrew Garfield.
I I saw it. I did see that. I just seemed to smack into the ground. Oh.
That's very talented people on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Like, people that do this, they do it so fast as well. Like, kudos to you, despite how dark these jokes seem to be. A lion ban on Villa. Fair enough. We've had a Thatcher get banned. There's the Valkyrie. You always want to ban that Valkyrie. And the last pick, well, let's see.
Same way you always want to ban the Thatcher.
Montaigne.
Montagny. Let's see. Because, yeah, Montaigne, incredibly useful on this map. Just having a big, beefy boy that you can stand in front of people, shoot
Flash.
Around him.
Mirror. Okay.
Mirror, yes. Good prediction.
The very last guess. LeVar being very rude to his teammate right now. Guys, they can see this, you know.
Come on, guys.
Come on. Please.
I'm fairly certain that this is all chat. It's not the team
Yeah.
that he's roasting.
It's literal trash talk. Well,
Just
second
good-natured trash talk.
good natured, of course. They're all friends. Aviator and Games is going to be the place for our bomb. We've got a Finker pick at the moment. We've got a Vigil as well. Vigil always a nice pick. Always love to see the Jackal as well on this map.
Oh yeah.
Finker always likes to have that little stimulant that everyone can get a little boost out of. Kaid going to be having those electro claws and the bandit as well. So double electro, and then they've also got the way to stop the drones, stop your little wheelie boys with the mute as well. And of course, got the Malusi for the Banshee alarms. And so we don't really see any utility denial here whatsoever. It really is just to stop them from going through these walls. So Aviator in Games is where they're going to be defending from, and that vault is getting closed down as well. You like to take a lot of control on this second floor, and so making their way over. Like sometimes you see players playing over towards the stairs there, and Aviator. Yeah, I mean, generally, you do not play inside of Aviator because it's difficult to defend yourself, and bullets can come from every which way. There's the alarm down, right next to the bomb. Playing over to the bar as well. And I wonder how much information they have already. Look at all of that electricity going on all of those hard walls.
Yep, the bandit. I mean, this is why you pick the bandit, right? You want to make everybody on the attacker team think twice. That was almost really good if Robust was still peeking that angle.
Dangerous.
Really, really good pre-fire there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Right, Tito, Vic, and Joey, he will hear some. Oh, he will get tagged. He does turn it around. Oh, wait, no, sorry, he didn't turn it around. We switched over to God mode, and God mode was the one who did finish off Tito, Vic, and Joey. Goodbye, VSC and company. Stay back in the 70s.
Look, everyone's overhealed as well. Look at everyone's HP right now. We want a little bit extra to work with.
It doesn't matter if you get a headshot, though.
Isn't that the truth? Well, 4 versus 4 now. Well played. Vanguard looking for a little bit of information. You see him on the other side there. Well, Skits waiting for the P to come through as well. They're playing quite passively outside of those sites. And, well, actually, just as I say that, rotating straight back in. There's Vigil. He's not doing much of his job, really. We're used to seeing Vigil running around all over the place. Vanguard tries to make that like an impact nade, but doesn't really find his mark. It's very close, though. And, yeah, Yinis very low on HP. This Vigil in a very precarious situation as LeVar is going to find Robust. There's Bano going down as well. I did say before, this can be quite a defender-side map, and we are seeing that come to fruition.
That's right, Superior Team already dropping it down to a 2 versus 4, but Vanguard finds one onto RXY before he's able to take a shot. Launcho as he Hibana. Oh, he finds Skits as well.
And really don't see flicks coming back from Superior. Like they don't just aim straight back when they're getting shot. They keep their eyes trained on something, and I'm not sure why they're not really reacting too much. Perhaps it's just a bit too early for them or something. I'm not sure. Meanwhile, Lunch giving information on the way in. The drone has spotted him in the corner of the site. The spray down is going to find Vanguard. Lunch now in a 1 versus 2. Vigil is low on HP, but he gets sprayed from behind. Good play there. Vigil doing what he does best, going for that lurk, getting some special positions, doesn't get hurt, and what is that reaction? Amazing there from Yinis, and that is going to be the first round in favor of Superior Team. They needed that to get that momentum back, to get their head back into the game.
Yeah, Vigil here, I think, is going to be a mainstay of Superior Team's strategy. Just because the roaming ability, the lurking ability, is incredibly strong. We're going to see a Frost, an Alibi, and a Smoke, though. So, yeah, Orglis going to have to be... Okay, just make me look like an idiot, won't you, Superior Team? They drop the Vigil. Are they going to pick it back up? No. They're going to stay with the Pulse, aren't they? Yeah. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I thought it was going to be good. Come on, guys.
Information through the walls, a couple of welcoming mats as well, as they are playing up here on the second floor towards Trophy. And there it is, Constellation. You can see them on the wall there as well. And, I mean, you always have, I feel like what you're seeing right now for Cyber Superior Team, you see those quite a lot when it comes to Pug games, on Villa specifically. And, I mean, just coming out here as well, for Orglis, I think it's the same thing. That Yana, and when you have the Yana going up against the Alibi, it seems to be, it's like the battle of the holograms, isn't it?
Yeah. No, nothing is real here.
Yeah.
Everything is fake. Everything's a hologram. But there is a lot more utility with Iana's hologram, I feel like, because it's kind of like a run it back, but just for free, basically. Every round you have it. Pulse, though, I want to see how they use it, because Pulse is such a difficult operator to pull off if you don't know how to check for people, if you don't communicate immediately. Right now, Arglis, they are taking their time getting to the roof. Godmode throws a nade in, trying to clear out some angles, trying to flush out some defenders. So far, no kills, just a lot of shooting, a lot of destruction of property. I wonder how much the average R6 match costs property damages. But it's worth it if you're going to stop a terrorist threat.
That's true. Voos,
Headshot.
Free fire on the corner, but it's actually a 1-for-1. Voos, great cooked nade there. Will take down Tito Vic. He's doing what he does best yet again. Going for that lurk, perhaps gets caught out, but Skits has found God mode. This has been a great defense so far. Oh, the spray in Vanguard does spray down Skits' legs. And Lunch is coming over to try and assist. They're trying to make their way, and you can see all three players. And oh, spotted from below. Information is being given out, and I think the information is also being converted. But great shot there from Lunch. Will find Skits. Rixie trying to pre-fire on the corner as well, as down goes the shield, and that's a great Nitro Cell. Will find Vanguard. There's 2 versus 3, but this is still doable for Orglis.
Yeah, Orglis, they are 2 of them, but
Welcome, Matt.
Soon as he comes through the window, immediately shot down. He is down, but not yet out. RXY, though, is going to get headshot. He is going to get the pickup. No! As soon as the attempt was there, Yanis was as well. Just good double kill to finish off the round. Superior Team, they have that momentum.
Well played.
Very well played.
Okie dokie. So, there you go. They're going back into the dining room and into the kitchen. And so far, these entries just haven't really been working out for me, right? I think they need to start working things from inside the building, not sitting just outside. They need to be taking a lot more map control, because, you know, the biggest problem here is Unixis, who has been doing such a good job with lurking. And when Orglis are entering these buildings, they're really not realizing where these positions are. Tachanka?
No, I thought he was going to go for the Tachanka. I was begging for it, man. I want to see Tachanka in competitive.
Tachanki.
The chonk master. I mean, the rework itself wasn't particularly good. He still sits at a solid C tier. But it's wacky, you know? His grenade launcher, it's a grenade launcher welded onto a Mosin Nagant. It's hilarious to look at.
And you love to see it.
Yeah, and I mean, it is powerful in and of itself as a tool to clear an entire room from outside. You bounce the nades off the walls, off the ceiling, and everybody has to run out. You take control of that room, and it's going to be hard for the defenders to actually come back into it. But sadly, not this time. They're going to have the Capkin, though, which, as I was saying earlier, is good in some situations where you want to, especially when you get picked off early.
They're still going for this outside control. Like, they really want to take control from outside. And I really would just prefer them entering the buildings. Like, get in there. Like, yeah, you can use your drone round really well, but they have to be inside so they can catch out all these flanks that are coming in, because they just don't have enough map control when it comes time to try and push in. That diffuser, it doesn't even get to go down because it's just too much going on. There's just too many players all over the place, and they're losing players left and right because they don't have any of that map control as well. They don't know where to look. How many times have we seen bullets just flying from wrong directions? They're not even reacting to it because they just don't expect it. So, Auglis. Yeah, and you see a little bit more from them, just a little bit more. They are closest. Oh, nice yourself.
That big.
That was very, very close by. Enixis is waiting for that damage onto Bano. He gets lit down so low there, and ooh, so dangerous, so dangerous. Enixis is
dancing
really
with death.
feeling this map. And there's the damage being done. Just a little bit of exchange there, trying to shoot through the floor. But you are playing with fire, mate. Your HP is so low. Lunch, he's down so low.
He still gets it. Who gets taken out? God mode. He was incredibly low. He still is, but he finds the win in that gunfight. Now it's a 4v4, but superior team. It seems like they have the superior positions, but
He jumps down. I love it. He shoots and then jumps down. I probably wasn't expecting that. Tito Vic gets into a better position, but now they have to defend from the bottom, which means they are actually making their way back towards that bomb site, but still, they have to make their way in. There's 1 minute left, and the site has been half prepped. I don't think it's fully prepped yet for the take. There it is, opening a couple of more sidelines. There's the Sledge doing what he does best. They need these openings because as soon as they jump in, they need to make sure they've got bullets flying all over the place and that this defense thins out even more, because Superior Team, 40 seconds left, and they still have 4 players alive, and Skits, yeah, he's low on HP, but he's still very much a factor in this round.
Yeah, you know who doesn't have a lot of HP either? Most of Orglis. We see only Vanguard with full health. Everyone else is less than half. That's why I think they're being a little bit more cautious. But with 20 seconds left to go, you have to push. You have to make a move here. And it's not going to be good for you as, Vanguard does find RXY, but LeVar with a Capkin bomb. That's why you booby trap the doors in case they're not looking, if they're being careless at the end of the round. Tito Vic and Joey finds Vanguard as well, and he cleans up Lunch while Skids finds God mode. Superior Team, they found 3 rounds in a row, and Orglis, it seems like they're being a little bit too passive in the attack.
Yep, they need a lot more map control here. We're going back to Aviator and games. So this is like the halfway point. You would want a bit of time just to think about potentially what you can change on that attacking side. And Auglis, they haven't really, I don't know, they haven't really sat down and thought about what they're actually going to change here. We're just seeing more of the same. The Jackal is a switch up though. There's the Think as well. They realized in that last round that too many of their players were getting low on HP. There's no way it's a Caviera. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. Yeah, they actually did it. Oh my god. Okay, well, he's feeling confident, and that could be their downfall. We're going to have to see.
Let's see. Because they do have the momentum. 3 rounds to 0 right now. I think they can risk the Cav. You just have to be incredibly careful with it.
I'm wondering here if we are going to see the Cav in the bathroom again, because that seems to be a staple when it comes to Philippine teams playing. You'll have a Cav hiding in the bath, and then standing up, getting a knockdown, and getting that information out. For the side of Auglis, having that Jackal means they can actually find that Cav. The timing is actually perfect to pull that out.
Yeah, Jackal, he smells your feet. And with Kavera just being a very big roamer, it's being able to track her down is something that you kind of need to do. But yeah, I think that Cav is just going to sit in the corner.
Oh look, what a surprise. They're going to the top of the roof and then they're going to be opening up the windows again and trying to make a way in from the second floor one more time. So, not much of a change yet again. Not something you like to see. You like to see a lot of adjustments. Fast adjustments means a good team. This is the adjustment though. Robust doesn't even take time with the drones. Jumps straight in, guns are blazing, and taking a first kill, taking a second kill. They're playing much faster this time. You said they were playing passive in the last round. Definitely not this time. Look at this. They're just running them over. This steamroll. They've already found that. They've already found Mute. They found Kaid. They found Bandit. They found Caviera. And they've also found our last player here, Skits, as well. And a fast round. August finally get on the board.
How long did that actually take? Because that took like what, a minute and a half, I think, even less. They just went full ham in, and
they're not going to do that again. They are not
definitely
going to have that Cav coming out again, realizing that they've been going for that map control. Here's the other thing, right? When you split up like that, if you get rushed down by 5 players that quickly, suddenly all those positions don't matter because they can just refrag for each other. But when they're steamrolling like that, it just looks so good for them. Perhaps we'll see a little bit more of that aggression, but now they've switched to a more defensive setup here. Melusi, Alibi, Oryx, and you've also got 2 of the utility denials as well, Jaeger and Wamai. So trying to stop that rush from coming in one more time. They don't want that again, and that is going to be the case here. So again, drone phase, prep phase, stop them from pushing in phase. Let's see how it goes as they don't want to get shot in the face again.
Yeah, getting shot in the face is generally an unpleasant experience.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon so. I don't know in any context. Well, there is one context, but let's not talk about that context.
Let's not talk about that one. That is that's for later. That's for
yeah, we agree. G10 not on broadcast. Well, we've seen this setup before. Superior team putting up those superior defenses. Let's see if August try and well, topple it over as quickly as they can yet again. The Melusi, when they've gone for this kind of defensive setup, it has worked out pretty much every time. So this really does dissuade that aggressive push. But it's possible. I was afraid that in that last round when they were just all heading up to the roof, there was going to be another fast round. This time, not so much. This is looking, again, a little bit fast-paced, trying to even push in. Oh! Okay, don't hurt your teammates. Be a bit careful. As straight into those fights, Vanguard.
And there's the stem.
A little bit extra HP to work with. Does make things a little bit easier. Ooh. Laying on the ground. There's another adjustment to make. Just go prone. And you may not expect it, but they do know that lava is stuck inside of the vault. So maybe not living long in this round. But why? Why did you go out of ADS? Lavar doing such a good job with this defense. That's now 3 dead for the side of August. That immediate adjustment has been answered back promptly. Robust sprays down, will take down Lavar. Hoping to find perhaps somebody else. I don't think they expect there to be so many players inside of the game room. But that would be an oversight on their part if they do not trying to go for any more of those fights. Let's try to free fire around the corner. Robust, good job. Brings it back into 2 versus 2, and they still have the adrenal running in their veins as well.
Yeah, that adrenaline is going to be a very... It might be a big factor as long as you don't get shot in the face. You could win... Okay, it's gone now. But you could win a fight with it. Skits and Titovic and Joey last and standing on Superior Team. Sorry, it's just Titovic and Joey now, but he's dropped it into a 1v1. Him versus Robust. Robust has been absolutely carrying this round, though. So let's see if he's able to do it this time. There is the drone that he has right there. Titovic, he knows that the diffuser has been dropped. Orglis, now they have it. Robust, though, he is finally going to get the plant off. There is, yeah, Titovic, he's taking his time. All right, 45 seconds. He's going to run immediately into the room.
Oh,
Robust drops down.
He knows exactly where it is, so he can just defend it from below.
Oh, yes.
Attackers need to protect the diffuser. Compromised.
Oh, fake defuse.
Oh,
He drops out as
down.
well, and he goes for the impact grenade. He finds the gunfight, but he's not gonna get the kill.
What?
As Robust just sprays. That's why you bring an LMG. You never have to let go of the trigger. They can be throwing impact grenades around you. Just throw your crosshair at their body, and Robust just won that round for Orgulus.
I don't believe that. Tito Vic, you're really happy with that. Just a full spray, he tries to rush it down. He jumps down to
That was a good play. That was a decent play.
But well played there. Robust, what an amazing job by him in that round. He really did save it. And as you said, the LMG, you can just keep spraying all those bullets. You spray, because like in your mind, right, you have an internal clock for how long a spray can go on before it's like, you know what, okay, now is the time to peak. And generally, with like any gun, your spray should be done by then. So he just goes for the peak, and then he realizes, what? He's still spraying!
Oh man, Robust. Well done holding down that round. Just and with Finka, you don't see a lot of Finkas generally, but it's working out for Orgulus right now. It may just be because of the added utility, I guess, of having the adrenaline shot, of having that LMG to win fights just like that. Just fights that you have no business winning at all. You've already, with a regular operator, you spray your entire magazine down usually at that point. But with somebody like a Finka or a Tachanka, just hold down the trigger, never let go.
Vanguard spraying over towards the second floor there, and won't be finding any progress right now. I think of everyone that speaks here, Orgulus really don't talk much, but Tito, Vic, and Joey, they talk quite a lot.
I mean, if that player is actually anything like the actual Tito, Vic, and Joey, then yeah, they would be talking a lot, quite a lot. Them some noisy people. You see Tito Soto in like the Senate or whatever. He's one of the loudest guys there. But yeah, that's kind of neither here nor there. But Orgulus right now, they have found the bomb.
I've seen a Vic Soto movie.
Oh, really? Which one was it?
Enteng Cavisote.
Okay, say that again, but with confidence.
Enteng Cavisote, is that correct?
I love you British man.
I watched it in my Filipino class. Didn't understand what was going on, but I saw lightsabers, so I was like, what's going on here? It's interesting.
Alright, okay, Robust here. He is going to actually find that shot. What? How? He finds the bar, and then he finds Tito Vic, just looks down at the floor. Vanguard has found Yanis as well, and everything's falling apart for Superior in the second quarter, I guess. Skits does find Robust, though, at least. There's that trade, the refrag, but he runs into a nade.
That's unlucky.
Unfortunate. That was a cook nade, though, I think. And there it is, the refrag to finally
They exchange,
end the round.
yeah, they exchange frag themselves. That was interesting. What a strange adjustment there from Orgulus. They really came back 3-0 to 3-3 really quick. And again, this puts Superior in a very bad position.
It really does, because they had all of the momentum coming into this round. Well, in the first 3 rounds, right? They got 3-0, and now Orgulus, they've taken it back. The sides have been switched, and now Orgulus, we saw how good they were on defense as well. So now I'm kind of, I'm not exactly rooting for either team. I still think like the strongest team should win, but right now it's really not looking too well for Superior. They have to at least match the attack, the aggressiveness that Orgulus has shown in the second half of that first half.
I mean, I think they might get that idea, right? Like, that's definitely what I would do in that situation, or anyone that's really just been paying attention to that. Basically, like, okay, they started playing really aggressively after our 3rd round, so let's try and do that from the get-go. Perhaps we can get some progress. August, though, I feel like there's a slight difference, and that is the fact they have the smoke, right?
Yeah.
Having that smoke means you got a poisonous gas cloud that you're gonna have to rush through if you want to get in, and that is perfect for delaying fast pushes. They've also got the Nomad, so a couple of air jabs available for them, which can make things quite difficult for any kind of lurks coming in, including right now Bano, who is looking around on that 1st floor. So exactly what that Nomad is for, as well as Jackal. Jackal's gonna be able to find him no problem. They are all about finding the lurkers.
Yeah, superior team. It looks like they really want to hunt for the members of Orgulus right now. Well, Orgulus, yeah, they have that smoke. Great anchor, great lurk. Then so much entry denial in just, you know, the Jaeger Wamai combo. It's really going to be difficult to bust into this site. So Superior, I think their game plan is they want to look for Orgulus first. It's a great angle by Godmode. He will give it up though. Although, oh my god, he's just going to get the knife kill onto Tito, Vic, and Joey. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to be in his shoes right now.
Knifed him in the face. What is I mean, to be fair, right? Like in real life, if you're looking at something on a monitor, it's not like it takes up your entire vision, right?
Yeah.
Like you put it into your eyes.
I mean,
no, but the fact that because it's a game, you have to sort of like focus on it. So
oh, headshot.
Oh well, there is the response. Bano gets taken down, and
What an angle.
that's a good. I think that's a good response.
Yeah, and Superior team. Okay, Yanis though runs into the SMG of Vanguard. Unfortunately, it is now a 3v4 Superior team. They found the bomb site, but it's going to be hell to try to break into it without a sledge. They do have the Hibana though, but man, entry denial devices up the wazoo here. Robust is going to take some damage, but he's not looking to lose a gunfight right now. It is Vuz though who loses the gunfight. LeVar finds his head, and Lunch follows soon after. LeVar, he has that clutch factor, but Vanguard takes him out, takes away that clutch factor from him. Oh, what a headshot! Insta peak, insta dead for RXY. And Robust and Vanguard, all they have to do is hold down the site against a Hibana.
Smoke as well. He can't even push anymore. And so 12 seconds left. This makes things so difficult. And Skit's going to run to the site. Robust going to try and pre-fire around the corner, but this should be a double crossfire coming in and doesn't even need it. Robust going to shut him down. Robust has been an absolute star for this entire game, starting after that 3rd round. And here they have taken the lead on the defending side. Orgulus, great start to the 2nd half.
Yep, that's 4 rounds in a row that they won so far. Amazing momentum here for Orgulus. It has been pretty close though. I gotta commend Superior team, but now, oh, Montaigne. Oh no, not Montaigne. All right, I thought we were gonna find some weird stuff going on, but Amaru is a very interesting pick. Really not in the top tiers at the moment.
I mean, yeah, there are ways to use Amaru because you can just enter straight into a site. Twitch is there as well to perhaps pick off those Capcan traps and the ADSs, but you got a Mozzie as well, so...
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I guess, you know, I was talking about surprising your enemies earlier, and I think that's kind of what Superior Team is leaning on at this moment. Interestingly enough, they have both the Ash and the Hibana. They're really looking to break down some barriers here and try to look for some angles on Orgulus. I really don't agree with the Amaru pick, though. Sure, you can Sasageo into a window immediately, but when the rest of your team isn't there and you're all alone, if Orgulus is able to get any sort of information, you're kind of trapped there. Especially they have a pulse.
I just want to see it work. I want to see Amaru burst through a window and then just immediately spray someone down. Otherwise, this was a fruitless pick.
Yeah. If you're not going to grapple into a room, why even pick Amaru? If you're going to,
you can see all these players outside.
yeah, and alright, there's the information. LeVar knows exactly where one of them was,
Oh.
but he almost actually loses that gunfight though. Almost. Robust does take a little bit of damage though.
Scary Terry. Robust trying to pre-fire through the little hole in the hard wall. They can see the player slowly backing away. He spots 2 players on that side, so they have a pretty decent idea where they are right now. Look at the damage being done. Skits is so low in HP. So is LeVar. They could use a Finker right now. Well, they don't seem to be too keen on picking the Finker up like we saw from Orgulus, and that could be their own downfall. Vooz trying to pre-fire around the corner there, and Alibi flickers just as that P comes in.
This is not a good spot for a superior team to be in. Having your entry fragger at 1 HP, even though, you know, Ash has that 3 speed, if you get breathed on wrong, you're going to die at this point.
Yeah. The pandemic isn't over yet. They'll be breathing on each other anytime soon.
Oh, LeVar does go down. Vooz is the one to take him. But
Choked
there's a
to death.
trade. Yeah, Vanguard went down as well.
So there it is.
Oh, Skits has a great angle here.
Just doesn't have the HP to really sustain it. If anyone tries to return fire, he kind of just goes down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Lunch waiting for. Look at that pixel peak there. Just a single pixel to aim through as Robust works his way forward. And Tito Vic. I mean, Tito Vic's low as well. Like, there's so many players low. They got 1 player dead, 2 players on max HP, but don't really have the utility to do much work. They've got 1 nade left. They got a smoke. They got flashes. And they've got 1 claymore down somewhere. On the other side, they got nitro cells still.
Yeah. This is a very touch and go round. 30 seconds on the clock, and Orgulus, they still have to deal with. Well, there's 4 players, and oh, the hit on it runs right into Robust. Robust finds another one.
What is he doing?
He's
How
just
is he
holding
doing
it down for Orgulus right now.
Seconds remaining.
Tito Vic and Skids are both incredibly low.
Seconds remaining.
If Orgulus just looks at them the wrong way, the game is over. And Tito Vic, he eats a headshot still. Skids finally goes down, but that is Orgulus 5-3 so far. This is so... He caught him jumping down.
Oh. Nice try, Sakin. I mean, it's good to pat yourself on the back every now and then. You know, make sure a bit of self-love, always a good thing.
Yeah, just, you know, in moderation.
Oh, okay. So the LA got some concussion mines, welcome mats, electro claws, banshees, and ADSs. An interesting lineup here on our defending side for Orgulus. As for Superior, they switched out for the Ace. Okay.
Oh.
So they want a different way to enter these sites. Fair enough. Everything else seems to be the same. So not much of an adjustment for Superior team. I don't know if they're going to try and get aggressive like we saw from Orgulus, but really that only does complement Orgulus's style, because we've seen how their aggression just works for them because their reaction speed is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's Robust, man. Robust has just been embodying the flick philosophy here. He's been hitting some shots that you have no business hitting. There is no reason he should be hitting them, and yet he still finds them.
Definitely trying to live up to his name. He is one of the most robust players, as you said in the last map. And, well, 3-5, Superior team. They need to get a grip sometime soon because they are running out of rounds.
Yeah, there's 2 more rounds for Orgulus before they actually win this entire thing. They've already won the first map, and if they win this one, it's over. I do want to see it go to the third map, but Orglis doesn't seem like they want to extend this anymore. They want to go home with their prize money. 40,000 pesos is not a joke. That's
Buy yourself something from Lenovo.
That's right. If you guys want to use that prize money to slay the competition in style with gaming devices that are stylish outside and savage inside, Lenovo, or it's legion.lenovo.com. Use that 8,000 per player to grab yourself something nice.
There's something for all of you, and all of us here as well. Lunch, looking to give us something to snack on, but unfortunately not going to be finding any heads right now. Should be snacking on heads, to be honest.
Yeah, that is a weird way to phrase that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think in like what context can you, like what food is a head?
Fish heads?
I guess balut has like the whole.
I mean, fish heads,
body.
big heads, certain like pig cheek is really good, and like that
That's how
comes
you
from
make
the
like
head, I
sisig
guess.
or something.
Yeah. Pig cheek and goat cheek do regularly go into sisig.
Beef cheeks, always good for a slow cook. Vooz, good for a slow cook on Team Nix as well. As will be a 1-for-1 exchange. Lavar will find Vooz in response, and that's good, but not good enough, as Lunch will not only find a kill, but also drop that diffuser, forcing them to now make their way towards his position. And Tito Vic will be chiming in, bringing it into the 3 versus 3. All going to seem to be winning it out when it comes to refragging for each other.
Yeah, but now there's very little of them to kind of refrag for. There's still 3 members on each team. That Skits with the Ash Pro Pipe is gonna try to find some new angles here. Orglis though, Lunch, he's trying to find something. He's trying to use the sound, the information that the game gives you. And there it is! He's actually not gonna kill. Vanguard won't get the kill, but it's going to be Lunch who takes out Tito Vic and Joey, as well as Lavar. It's just Skits now, and Skits is going to get immediately run and gunned here. This is game, set, and match point for Orglis.
That's well played there. He had the information, just went straight for the swing. And yeah, it's as you say. This is looking a little bit dire for a Superior team. The name doesn't seem to be winning true. Like if there's Team Superior, August would have to get picked up by Team Best or something.
Team Most Superior.
Yeah. Even more superior team.
Yeah, we're Team Superior. No, we are.
Look, they got a rook. Okay, so there's a rook pick. That's going to be a little bit annoying. Extra shields to work with that they have to get through, but there's also something even more annoying. Nope. Flores? Are you? Oh, 6th pick from a Flores to a Flores. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that's not.
Protect your bombs from being defused.
Why would you do that? I guess.
For fun.
I mean, I guess it's almost.
He's trying to put the body armor inside the vault on top of the desk.
Come on, guys. I want to be considerate for you. I want you to not have to lean down to put on your vest.
Lift with your knees. Lift with your back. Sorry, with your legs, not with your back. Instead, he has to put it on the floor. Just one of them put it down on the desk there.
Yeah.
This is role playing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put this on the table here.
Yeah,
look nice next to all this paper.
I don't want you to get back pain. Trying to reach down and pick up some armored vest from the floor.
You know what? Body armor is heavy.
It is.
It is very heavy.
Kilograms. And they, like, in Rainbow Six, these operators are already wearing some form of body armor, and that's just like an additional
just
armor.
Additional on top. When I was a kid, my dad let me try his body armor on, and like, he puts it on me, and I sort of just like my legs crumpled, and it sort of just held me up. Like the body armor was touching the floor, and I was like crouching inside of it. It was so heavy.
That's adorable. But Rook is not like an operator that you see a lot of the time in competitive play, because just a flat boost to your health is not as useful when headshots are still a one-hit kill. and there's so many more operators that have a lot of utility that kind of outshine Rook. But you know, maybe Orgless, they're counting on getting on into a lot of gunfights here.
I think a Thunderbird would have served them much better, because we have been seeing them getting into a lot of fights and coming out alive, at least for the meantime, but then when they get into the second fights, they just have no chance. Run towards your Thunderbird dispensary, and they have the heals for you. Skits.
Ooh! Head!
Not
Not a
Great
headshot.
shot there. Voos gets taken down.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been
There's
dropped.
look at Rook just like walking his way around, looking so sinister.
I mean, at least he's not a Montaigne. Alright, Lavar goes down as well, but our XY's ready to trade. Vanguard trades as well. Skits is down, and now that's the diffuser down as well. Robust Vanguard and Lunch. They know where it is. Oh, Titovic has found it, but it's Yanix who goes down. This is so unfortunate. 2v3. But Titovic and Joe, can they make this happen? RXY finds one, because it's immediately traded out. Titovic has 1 versus 2. And this is not a good place. The 1v2 is a Monty.
Yeah, 1v2 against a Monty from 2 different positions. They haven't got that diffuser down yet, but look at him, he's trying to make up a little bit of space. And Monty can be very dangerous up close like this.
He's just standing there menacingly.
Oh, I mean, it's getting harder for him to see as well. He got all those bullet holes in
Ah,
Oh, he just
there it
sprays him
is.
down.
The
And
headshot.
there it is. GG, well played. It's going to be Orgless. And, I mean, they looked good on that first map, and they looked even better here. 7-3. They won 7 rounds in a row.
7 straight rounds, and I still wonder why these guys are Orgless, other than, well, the lack of support for Rainbow Six here.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Although, if there is an org looking to pick up a pro Rainbow Six team, right now, Orgless looks like one of the best that we have. That was an absolutely dominating performance. They showed a lot of mastery of the maps that they pick, of the agents, and how really to play the game, how to play against their teammates. So Team Superior, not looking too superior right now, but they will still be going home with 25,000 pesos.
Yeah, it's not a complete loss for them, but big congrats to OR6less as they pick up the big grand prize pool there. I mean, 40k, that's quite a lot. That's a lot to work with, and they'll be happy with that. And a big thank you once more to Lenovo Legion for the event, for this tournament, as you are giving opportunities to these guys as well. I hope you guys will be supporting them. Make sure you do check out their website, lenovo.legion.com, and pick up some goodies for yourself, as well as when you support them, you support the esports scene that they support as well.
That's right. And Lenovo Legion has actually been supporting a lot of esports scenes, not just R6. Me and Jaeger, we've been casting a lot of Lenovo Legion gigs for
ages.
Ages, yeah.
Yeah.
This entire year, basically, right?
We've had a lot of Lenovo tournaments. So yeah, big thank you to Lenovo Legion for
the bottom of our
basically
hearts.
everything they've done. You sent me to Thailand in 2019. I won't forget that.
That's right.
Thank
You
you.
sent me to ESGS in 2019. Throwback to that. So yeah, that it does conclude our Lenovo Legion Intel Rainbow Six Siege Open tournament. Congratulations once again to Orgless, or OR6less, as they have kind of made their name upon, for being the grand champions in the Astra Arena. And I mean, Team Superior, they have a lot of learning to do still, but they're not too shabby getting to the second place here at I don't want to say the entire thing here, but the R6 tournament here at ESGS.
That's right. Well, that is going to be it from us, and we'll be taking a short break as we head into the next segment. So for now, thank you very much for watching the R6 tournament that we had here from Lenovo Legion. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, see you in a minute.